it's just a conveyor belt of players. It just doesn't stop. And I just think, you know, the pace they'll have in that team as well, I think will be really important. And I think France will just pip Portugal.
That was former Liverpool defender Jimmy Carragher speaking. The tournament is set to feature 3 opening ceremonies, one for each of the hosts. The opening ceremony in Mexico will take place on June 11, 2026 at Estadio Banorte and feature Mexican rock band Mana, Mexican singers Alejandro Fernandez, Belinda, and Lily Downs. South Africa singer Tyler, Colombian singer J Balvin, and Shakira will be performing at the opening ceremony as well. The opening ceremony in Canada will take place on June 12, 2026 at the BMO Field in Toronto and feature performances by Canadian singers Alicia Cara and others. On the same day, the opening ceremony for the USA will take place at the Sophie Stadium in Los Angeles and feature performances by American singer Katy Perry, American rapper Future. So it's a wrap for the FIFA World Cup tournament, which begins in 5 days' time.
Lots about the 2026 FIFA World Cup and other historic events surrounding the World Cup. As you heard it, Argentina are the defending champions. Yes, indeed. And we are going to have 891 debut players at the competition, with 357 already participating before. But, you know, there are some 3 gentlemen in this competition that we need to applaud. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and goalkeeper Guillermo Ochoa of Mexico. Now, they are playing in their 6th World Cup, Javier. World Cup 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th time they are participating at the competition. That's greatness.
That's greatness. I mean, that goalkeeper has been around for a very long time. I remember he's been around for a very long time. And Messi, because he started very early in the sense of his age at the time. The same can be also said about Cristiano Ronaldo. He also started very early. And the thing about Ronaldo is his endurance and the fact that he's still very active at the age, at his age now. So it's going to be very interesting. I don't know whether we see goalkeepers, they say they are like wine. They get better after a certain
when they are aging.
Yeah, after a certain age. So I'm not surprised Ochoa is there. He's one fantastic goalkeeper. He's been around, hugely experienced, and he's going to help the cause of Mexico a lot. Messi, same can be said about Messi too. Argentina without Messi is not Argentina.
But I think this is going to be the last one.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay, so I remember which year was it when Maradona had this issue and he came back and during the course of the World Cup this ephedrine thing, he took a drug and he went out again. I mean, when he went out, Argentina, the team just collapsed. So if you look at Argentina now, everything gets in of Messi. Messi is the star player. But once he gets his act right, he gets moving. Argentina also moves along. Then
there will always be an end time anyway.
No, but definitely, I'm sure to some extent I agree with you that. I mean, at his age now, I don't think Messi will look at. He's even contemplating participating at the World Cup again in the next 4 years. I'm not sure. If the same can also be said about Ronaldo. I'm not also very sure that Ronaldo will be around. Last one. Yeah, this could be their last World Cup. The 3 gentlemen that you mentioned, this could be their last World Cup.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, but I mean that's great. 6 World Cup participation. It's not easy, but the current it means
they've been around for 24 years at the World Cup.
So 20 years. I mean, getting to the next one will be the 24.
Getting to the next one will be the 24.
Yeah. Okay, but then it means that they started in 2006, so exactly 20.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. So that's about it. But the oldest player at the competition is coming from Scotland. Scottish goalkeeper Greg Gordon, 43 years, 162 days old.
And he's grey head.
I'm telling you, watch him everywhere.
Grey head, man.
And Gilberto Mora of Mexico is going to be the youngest player at 17 years, 240 days. Yeah. Okay, so that's a bit on it. But let's hear from Thomas Tuchel. He has been speaking about the England squad, and he said a lot. Now, FIFA is also ordering fans to pay for World Cup tickets issued free due to a website glitch. There was a bit of a problem, and so some 60 people got free tickets, but FIFA says that they've blocked it, and they will have to pay. They will have to pay to be able to assess or get the tickets back. And so that's what is happening. But still, we hear that there's a stock of tickets that have not been purchased yet.
Because the tickets are very expensive.
The prices,
The tickets are very expensive, Very, very expensive. Transport is expensive, accommodation is expensive.
Everything about the competition
is expensive.
Anyway. Now, Thomas Tuchel gave his first World Cup press conference since touching down with the England team in Florida in the United States, and there was a lot to cover. Now, the Three Lions are fewer than 2 weeks away from their World Cup opener against Croatia on June 17th, and a few more questions could be answered ahead of their first warm-up game later today, and that game is against Switzerland. It will be played at the Tampa Bay in their first match of what they hope will be a memorable, record-breaking summer. Now, Tuchel showed some concern about the pitch ahead of the New Zealand friendly, and he also backed Harry Kane's fitness to play plenty of minutes during the competition. Let's take a listen to him.
Looking at the pitch, though, for tomorrow's match, are you concerned about it, and will it affect your team selection?
I just saw it. No, it will not affect my team selection, because what I heard until now is that it should be okay, and we want it, of course, to be okay.
Given the conditions, is Harry Kane one of the players you'll be most wary of in terms of managing his minutes as best you can? And what are the different attributes that Ivan Toney and Ollie Watkins give you?
Well, Harry is, of course, a key player. There's no doubt and no secret about that. He's one of our key players. And, of course, we take care of our key players, but we want our key players also on the pitch. So ideally, we can take some minutes off him. But if the matches are close, do we really do this? If the matches are close and not decided, do we take our skipper off? Do we take our main goal scorer or main goal threat off? Maybe not. I think the most important is the shape in which Harry is. He's in top shape, and he's ready to go. He was like the leading player who set the intensity today in training in a defensive training day. So he's used to this. He's used to high pressing. He's used to high intensity in the opponent's half with Bayern Munich. That's what he shows. So I think we don't have to be worried about him at all.
Okay, so that's Thomas Tuchel there for you. They are playing against New Zealand. It's going to be their one and only friendly before they play Croatia on June 17th. And he also touched on Ollie Watkins and Ivan Toney. He says that, well, in the absence of Harry Kane, they're equally very good guys who will step in.
Ollie is more the guy maybe to start for Harry if we think Harry should not start the match, and to keep the intensity up, to keep the press going. That is the strength of Ollie that he showed for us, and Ivan is a kind of a finisher for us, finisher of matches, maybe with a special task to take the attention of defenders of Harry. Then we can play with a second striker. He's very, very good in the box, very good with set pieces, good penalty taker, trains on a high level. I'm very happy with him. He just showed that it was right to take him. His brilliant attitude and good training sessions through the whole week. So, yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's Thomas Tuchel there. Speaking a bit on the England squad. And he says that he's given the team permission, all the England players, to secure club transfers even during the tournament. And so, as we speak now, if you want an English player, you can go and start negotiations. There's nothing wrong with it. Just that I think that they are going to give you, some guidelines to follow. It can't be just raw like that anyway. But he's giving them permission. But already there are concerns being raised in England, especially with the pundits. Some are saying that, well, it's going to give them. It's not going to give them enough concentration. They are not going to be focused if all these issues should go on. But Thomas Tuchel feels that, well, that's what he wants. He thinks that it's not going to be a distraction. Yeah. Joshua, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Jella.
Okay.
Good morning.
That could be.
No, but normally, when it comes to issues like that, I think that your agents or your reps are those who are responsible for that. So
okay.
You only come in when maybe after some negotiation you come back to give you feedback.
Okay.
But the actual negotiation, I'm not very sure the players will
participate.
The players must be around
to
make sure they don't have to be around. Your agents are those who do that, or your reps are those who do that.
But at least you will hear the news that you've changed clubs, you've done this.
Yes, definitely you get it. Once the deal goes through, they'll come and inform you that the deal has gone through. This is how much they are going to give you. This is how much they are buying.
And the deals, some could be demotion, some could be, how do you call it, an upward. No, I mean that there are some moves that might really not, lift your spirits up.
Especially if you play for a team that's been relegated, or if you don't have enough playing time in your team, then definitely if you want to move, chances are that you will not get a better team, better than your
where
team.
You are.
So there's a possibility that maybe you have to drop to get playing time. I've seen situations where so many players play for clubs, and because they don't get playing time, they go to lower division clubs, or they go to lesser known clubs and play for them, just so they can get their playing opportunity. So that's also another factor. But for me, just like Thomas said, I when it comes to issues like that, it is about your agents and your representatives. They are those who are doing the negotiation. I've seen situations where players are actively playing during a league session, and their reps are all over the place negotiating contracts for them. You get it? So I don't think that it's going to be any distraction.
Okay. All right. So, but some interesting results have been recorded in these friendlies coming up ahead of the World Cup, like the Ivory Coast France one. France started with virtually their first team.
Yes, I saw the starting 11, and I was shocked. The Ivorians have a team, or they played so well. And the thing about Ivory Coast and France is, they are colonial masters. You get it? So the motivation was to just go there, beat them, make sure that we beat our colonial masters. The Ivorians have a very good team. MS5 has built a very, very, very good team. He has built a very good team. And such people are very difficult to find. I don't know where they got him from, because they had a manager.
MS5. He was the assistant to the manager.
No, but all of a sudden, you see the way the Ivorians are playing.
He's just taking the mantle. And he's held on very well. Very, very well.
Quality all over the field. Quality all over the field. And
in fact, he's made a statement for local coaches back in Ivory Coast.
Back in Ivory Coast.
Very well.
Back in Ivory Coast.
That's what I said.
But not in Ghana.
I said Ivory Coast.
Okay.
Yes.
Back in Ivory Coast.
Back in Ivory Coast, Anyway, Joshua, so you heard Thomas Tuchel. Many. Yesterday, you were the one who was still saying that England will still be in your top 4, eh?
Yeah, top 5.
Top 5,
yeah.
Okay, top 5. So they are preparing, they are coming to play
against top 5 there, top 5 there, they must be there. Top 5.
So it means a quarter-final?
Oh, yes, England will get to the quarter-final.
Okay. Me, I'll give them top 4, not 5. Because I know they will definitely be in the semi-final.
What I want to say is that top 5 for me is okay, but I think they can achieve more than top 5.
Yeah.
Because they have a very good team.
They have a solid team.
They have a very good team.
Although they've left some behind anyway.
Yeah. No, but those are left behind. Who are the players left behind?
Oh, they left Trent Alexander-Arnold behind.
For Trent, maybe you can make a case for Trent because of the expense and the other guys.
Morgan gives White is
you can make a case for Trent. I mean, Kopama and those guys. I mean, I don't have any issue with Kopama, because Kopama for me last season was below par, far below par.
Yeah.
Kopama was not Kopama. He was because if we are competing with Morgan Rogers and those guys who Aston Villa, look at the way he helped.
And even Gibbs White did not get
to the Europa Cup. I mean, Morgan Rogers was all over the place. I mean, if Aston Villa performed so well last season,
if they score 2 goals,
you can attribute about 60% or so to Morgan Rogers.
Yeah.
And you are competing with such a player, and he plays so abysmally. I mean, Chelsea, after he came back from injury, he was completely off.
Yeah.
He was completely off. So, I mean, it was a very good decision. Me, I'm a Chelsea fan. It's a Chelsea player, but I didn't see anything wrong with submission from the squad. No.
Yeah, you know, England, with everything that is happening, I said it yesterday that they are really purposeful about this particular World Cup campaign. And they know for sure that to be able to get there, they need to build a very coherent team culture. But when I listen to what Thomas Tuchel is saying about the transfers and everything, I mean, it's very important, because for the players, once the World Cup is over, there's very little time for them to finish some of their deals and decide that, okay, I want to go to this club before the new season begins. Yeah. Because even though the season will be, I think it will be in mid-August. But between 19th or 17th July to that mid-August, it's a very short time for them to get their deals done. So I think that is why he's saying that. But yes, England, let's watch them very carefully in this tournament, because I think they will have a statement to make. They have something that they want to show the world through Thomas Tuchel. And I can imagine that was one of the main reasons why they brought him in. Because if you took Gareth Southgate out, who is, an English, and you bring somebody who is German, right? And a German to handle an English team, I mean, that is sometimes you consider that as out of the normal. but you can tell for a fact that yes, they believe in the tactician, they believe in his philosophies, and they want him to achieve something. So Thomas Tuchel can only do himself a favor by being very attentive to the work that he has to do at this World Cup. So England will always be in my top 5. Of course, I really don't see how they are going to win this tournament, because they may get to a point and the going may become very tough. They may not be able to achieve the ultimate. But Thomas Tuchel will make a statement for them and with them, and the whole world would have noticed that no, there's a difference in him, and they will allow him to do the job for the long term. So England, yes, I'm very confident about them, and I really expect. There's one thing, you see, the fact that they are in Ghana's group is another thing that maybe we would have to also discuss maybe some other time, because in the previous World Cups, we've seen how the winners have come from our group. In 2006, Italy won. They were in our group. In 2014, the winner was Germany. They came from our group. And in both games, in those 2 games where the winners came from our group, we saw how Ghana performed in those games, right? So the game against England for Ghana is one that we'll be looking forward to, because we want to see how the favorites, one of the favorites that we are considering in England, will shape up against us and how we will respond to that game. So yes, I really believe in Thomas Tuchel. I think that he has a lot to offer this English team, and come what may, whatever happens, I believe that they will still keep him on the job, and he has a lot of things to offer England in the long term.
Javier, should that result against Ivory Coast by France be anything to judge by saying that probably they are not going to have a good World Cup? Because, I mean, they are one of the teams that others also tip. You heard Jimmy Carragher.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It's a friendly game.
Yeah.
It's a friendly game. It's a friendly game. I don't think it will have any bearing at all on their performance at the World Cup.
Okay.
France is still a very good team. I mean, if you look at their team, they are still a very good team. And the thing about the team is the experience. I mean, most of the players have been there at the highest level, so they have a very good team. I don't think that this Ivory Coast defeat will have any negative impact on it. No.
Yesterday, I think I was also saying the same thing.
Yeah.
That I would rather give credit to La Côte d'Ivoire for winning the game rather than take credit away from France for losing it. Because in a friendly game of this nature, the mentalities are different. The approach is different. The idea or whatever you want to experiment is different. For France, perhaps they wanted to check 1 or 2 things. And maybe Didier Deschamps you'd have seen whatever he wanted to see.
Has Portugal played any friendly?
Not that I know of.
Not yet.
Not that I know of.
I'm just trying to check and see, because I've not heard of them in terms of their preparations.
But I think that they have a friendly game before the World Cup.
Definitely they will have. Yeah, definitely they will have. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, France. I consider France as one of my top 5. Okay. Because they still have it. They still have it. They still have
Jimmy
a good
Carragher
team.
says that he's looking forward to a France-Portugal final.
France-Portugal? Portugal in the final, I am not very sure.
I thought they have a team that can.
Yeah, but I'm not very sure they can get to the final. No, I'm not sure Portugal can get to the final. Maybe semi-final, quarter-final, thereabout.
So which countries are your tip for the final?
I think Spain will get to the final.
Yeah.
Spain?
Yeah, Spain will get to the final. And I'm also looking at, I don't think Argentina can get to the final again. I don't think so.
We don't seem to be talking about the South Americans at all this time around.
No, because apart from Argentina, I mean, the Brazilian team is completely off now. I mean, they years back.
But they still got some individual stars in there.
But Brazil is
Rafinha not fit?
Brazil is gone.
Vinicius is in there.
Brazil is gone, Brazil is gone.
Oh, they have Edison. They have how do you call him, the Liverpool keeper? What's his name? Alisson Becker. They are not that bad.
For me, at this World Cup, I don't think that Brazil will win it. Does any African country come with some threat? I think Morocco.
Still Morocco.
Morocco and Senegal.
Yeah.
Morocco and Senegal.
And how far do you see us going? When I say us, I mean Africa, not Ghana.
Quarterfinal.
For Morocco.
Morocco and Senegal.
Both Morocco and Senegal.
Yeah. Morocco, Senegal, and maybe Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
Quarterfinal.
So 3 African countries for quarterfinal.
Yes, that's
from
Javier.
Yes,
so
Senegal out of the 8.
Yeah, we can get Senegal there. We can get Morocco there, and maybe
Ivory Coast.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe Ivory Coast.
So that'll be 3 African countries in the quarterfinal.
For South Africa, Ghana, those countries, Masa, Yamutu.
We'll come to the Black Star discussion, but when you say Yamutu, I hope you understand it.
I don't know.
So it's dead, like.
Okay, that's what it means. Then that's what I want. That's what I want to say.
Exactly what you want to say.
That's exactly what I want to say.
I thought you made a mistake.
No, because it's Hausa, so maybe I thought.
No.
I thought it means something else, so that's why. I thought it's profane. That's why.
No.
Then Yamutu.
Eh?
Yamutu.
For
the African countries.
Ghana and
apart
South
from
Africa.
the 3.
Ghana, South Africa.
All the 7, Congo, Cape Verde. Cape Verde can be a surprise, you know.
Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Where?
But their group is a very difficult group. I don't see how they make it out of that group.
Cape Verde, which group are they?
They're in a group with Spain, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay.
Spain and Uruguay.
Saudi Arabia is a very difficult team if they have their day. Very difficult team.
But I don't think they'll pose so much of a threat. But maybe Uruguay, yeah, fine. But but it's not going to be easy for them.
For me, at least Spain can win this World Cup.
Okay, so I'll be coming to speak to our listeners very soon to find out from them which teams or which countries they feel have what it takes to win. But there are some other news coming in, and the man who is contesting Florentino Perez for the presidency of Real Madrid, he's saying that if he wins, he's going to bring in Erling Haaland, and now he's talking about Jurgen Klopp. He's going to bring in Jurgen Klopp as well. But Florentino Perez is still sticking to, that is the man, Jose Mourinho. Now, Bayern Munich are interested in signing Liverpool's 17-year-old winger, Rio Ngomoha. The German side, they've made inquiries about a potential move for the teenager, but sources have indicated that no face-to-face discussions has taken place. Ngomoha is currently at a preparation camp in Florida as a supplementary member of the England squad and is believed to be aware of the interest from Germany, though no final agreement or personal terms have been struck. I don't know whether Liverpool will just look on for Ngomoha to leave. Now, Real Madrid presidential candidate has named Jurgen Klopp as his choice to become the next manager after angering Manchester City with Erling Haaland claim, with Jose Mourinho recruited by his rival Florentino Perez. Now, Lamine Yamal beats Kylian Mbappe to win La Liga's Player of the Season. That's another interesting one in there. And we know that Tottenham have signed Andy Robertson from Liverpool. In fact, after his Liverpool exit. And Andoni Areola. Areola has been appointed new Liverpool manager and is going to be in charge for 2 years. Javier, that's what I want to ask you next.
Areola?
Good signing for Liverpool?
But I told you last week that, with Pep gone, it's a very good opportunity for Arsenal to dominate the Premier League. Arsenal.
So what are you saying
about
that?
Because this manager is Andoni Areola.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, master. It won't work. He signed for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
He signs 2 years. I don't know why he signs 2 years.
It looks experimental.
Yes, it will not work. It will not work at all. Andoni Areola at Liverpool will not work.
Why?
Because he hasn't got that stature. He hasn't got that cloud around him. For me, he doesn't command those characteristics or those attributes that you see around any Liverpool manager. You get it? So when Ancelotti was appointed, for instance, me initially had an issue because if you look at Klopp, when Klopp came, initially he struggled, but when he found his rhythm, we all saw what happened. Champions League and things like that. So he made a huge impact. Then all of a sudden the guy decides to leave. You get it? And then they brought in Ancelotti because of what he did in Holland, winning the Premier League in Holland and things like that. But the Holland situation is completely different from the England situation. If you look at the two countries and you want to compare football and the level active football has got into in the two countries, I think that the English game is far ahead of the Dutch game.
Yeah.
So he comes the first year, and because Klopp has built something for Liverpool at that time, he just moved with the momentum or the flow, and then he won the Premier League. But when it was time for him to put his own ideas forward, post Klopp, then we saw that he was not cut for the job. So Liverpool struggled in certain key positions after making so much, after spending so much on getting some quality players. Florian Wirtz comes and he struggles. He only found his rhythm getting to the end of the season.
But it happens to players sometimes.
For me was among the lot was the one who was a standout. Then Alexander Isak, he comes and basically was completely off fine, you can't shoot far to injury and things like that. But he was not the Isaac that we saw at Newcastle United. You get it? So he was not able to get these quality players that they spend so much on together.
And he didn't get much from Jeremy Frimpong, for instance.
No, so
and Jeremy even missed the World Cup squad for Holland.
Clearly, I mean, if you spend so much on such quality players and the players come and you can't blend these players with the team, then clearly there's a problem.
They fail to find a natural replacement for Trent, for instance, because Jeremy has not lived up to
There's a problem. So some matches you find Szoboszlai play there.
Yeah.
When in natural fact he's supposed to be in central midfield.
Yeah.
But you find him.
So they were improvising.
They were improvising. So they didn't get any quality right side defender. So. Andoni Areola, of course, at Bournemouth. You see, the thing about some of these clubs, if you are manager at Bournemouth, manager at Fulham like Marco Silva and those guys, and Hassler and those guys in Brighton and Hove, there's the pressure on you. It's not that enormous. So I mean, you are there. I don't think that there's any
survival of the league is okay.
Any thought running through the minds of the owners or whatever that these clubs will win a Premier League. I mean, sometimes some of these things happen when Leicester won it, but it's not something that happens on a regular basis. You get it? So they are there in some comfort zone. There's no real pressure on them. Developing players, selling players, getting some of these young guys into the team. So you go to Bournemouth, for instance, they talk about Krupi, they talk about those guys, and the fact that he also lost some very, very, very important players, especially at the heart of their defense. When Zabani, Hostler, Kekes, and all those guys left, he was able to still build a team.
That's why they feel that he's good.
But to what extent? They've qualified for. I think they've qualified for Europe, right?
You have.
Yeah. They've qualified for Europe. But is he a manager who can handle the pressure at Liverpool? That's what I'm looking at. Because at Liverpool, the situation is completely different. If you're in Bournemouth, managing Bournemouth, it's different. But we are looking at Liverpool, a team that must win something by all means at the end of the season. We are looking at a team that must win something by all means at the end of the season. Liverpool is not Bournemouth where qualification to European competition like maybe Conference League or Europa League is celebrated. It's celebrated. No. You have to win a title. And you seek out for that. For me, I don't think so. That's why I think that, I mean, with Pep gone, and there's talk about Enzo Maresca joining Manchester City.
Yeah.
If Maresca joins Manchester City, Andoni Areola is at Liverpool, and Xabi Alonso also comes to Chelsea. Then Michael Carrick stays at Manchester. He's staying anyway. He's at Manchester United.
There seems to be a new face of young coaches.
Then you have good old Mikel Arteta at Arsenal.
He's not good old.
Master. But I mean, if you compare Arteta to this,
but he's on the same. He's a mate of Areola.
I know.
Yeah, they grew up together.
But in terms of what he brings,
sure.
In terms of what he brings,
he's ahead.
Yes, he's ahead. So,
at least he's won the Premier League.
In terms of what he brings, he's so far.
He's a Premier League winner. As a coach, he's won 2 trophies at Arsenal, the FA Cup and the Premier League. Yeah.
So if you have these managers, Master England power managers Assasano. What's the managers Assasano?
Honestly, if you go to Newcastle, Eddie Howe, you know,
managers Assasano. Then you have Mikel Arteta. So Arsenal must dominate. That's why I said Arsenal last week that Arsenal must dominate the Premier League until something changes at the helm of some of these clubs. Because I mean, these managers that we mentioned, they are not winners per se. They are not winners per se.
Well, we'll wait to see. And most of them, their clubs will be participating in Europe, so we can judge them and see how they are going to perform anyway. But when I
heard the announcement and when the gossip started filtering that Liverpool is approaching,
for you,
I was surprised that Andoni Areola
should Slot have stayed, or they should have looked for someone more.
Slot, I mean, sacking him for me, I don't have a problem with that. But I think that they should have looked for somebody more matured, somebody who has been in a game for some time than Andoni Areola
and has better credentials.
Yes, Andoni Areola for Liverpool. I mean, I'm not convinced.
But are you convinced, Joshua?
First of all, it sounds a convenient decision to go for a manager who is within the Premier League and is performing. And when you bring him in, it only takes time to really see whether or not he's the one for the job. The decision to go for Andoni Areola for Liverpool, it looks like very outlandish. It looks like out of the culture of Liverpool. When Liverpool are recruiting managers, they normally have a certain target that they are looking for. and the kind of character that that coach must have is something that is very peculiar. I don't see that in Andoni Iraola. Take away the fact that he's coming from the Premier League, so it's within the Premier League. Liverpool decided to go out of the normal. They brought a Premier League proven coach to come and take over. But that X factor is what is missing in Andoni Iraola's, characteristics that he brings to Liverpool. Which is why I don't think it's a very good decision. But now it's becoming very common that clubs change coaches when they think that it is time to change those coaches.
Yeah.
This particular year, 2026, when it is over, will go down in history as one of the years that saw a lot of coaching turnovers across board. So I'm not surprised that Liverpool decided that they wanted to change. But the question is that, does Andoni Iraola have what it takes to remain at Liverpool for more than one season? It is only time that will prove it. And I think that Liverpool would have decided that this is a gamble. So they know very well that, no, things may go south. But let's take the gamble. Let's trust in Andoni Iraola and see what he can do. Because Liverpool, look at the past coaches that Liverpool have had. And a slot. In fact, look at Rafael Benitez. And the legacy that he left. Even though people like Brendan Rodgers also came in at some point, at least when they brought in Jurgen Klopp, they knew very well that this was a manager that if we give a very long-term contract to him, he can be able to, he will perform. But Andoni Iraola comes in with only 2 years, and you ask yourself, so is Liverpool trying to say that they are giving him only 2 years to see what he can do, and after that they will extend the contract? So you can say that the trust is not there, that there's not thorough trust in him yet. They want to experiment him for the 2 years. Mm-hmm. And if indeed he performs, then they may decide to extend it. So it's a gamble. For me, I think it's a gamble. It is not a definite...
For a 2-year contract, it tells you straight away.
Yes, it's a gamble.
We don't have enough confidence.
Yes, we don't have enough confidence in him. It's just a gamble. And it's simply because now you see...
And the man because he's moving to a bigger club, if you give him 1 year, he will sign.
He will sign it.
He will sign it.
Yeah. And look at the dynamics of the coaching context in the Premier League right now. For most of the big clubs, they have new managers, including Manchester United. At least Michael Carrick took over the job for the remaining of the season from middle, but he's coming as a fresh face.
And there's a new man at Tottenham.
Yes, De Zerbi. New man at Chelsea, Xabi Alonso. You get it? So there's a revolution in the Premier League. Liverpool want to be part of that revolution. Yes, so Liverpool is like a gamble. If there were no major changes in the Premier League, Liverpool would not have decided to change. Because they would have wanted to just try and see how they can give the coach certain markers and certain targets. Because Arne Slot, you have won the Premier League. So winning the Premier League is not a difficult thing for him. Maybe what they would have demanded from him is that now you are going into Europe, you need to make sure that you meet a certain target for us. But there's a revolution. So they want to sacrifice him and then bring a new face that would also be a part of that revolution and then see how it goes. So it's for me, it's a gamble.
Anyway, it's a gamble, but I am at Roland Garros in the French Open. There's definitely going to be a new men champion because Alexander Zverev will be playing against Flavio Caboli. Okay, so Caboli had a walkover after Matteo Analdi withdrew due to, I think, an injury or illness. So, but for Alexander Zverev, he went 4 sets. He won 3-1 against Jakub Mensik. And so, Alvaro, what's the name? Carlos Alvarez. Sorry, Carlos Alvarez did not play the Roland Garros because of injury. And Jannik Sinner was also eliminated early, was knocked out early in the competition. So now there's going to be a new winner. For the women division as well, Arena Zabalenka was also
a lot of surprises
knocked out. Yeah, a lot of surprises. So the final is also going to produce, I think, a new winner in there. But for the men, I'm surprised that Jannik Sinner, he could not handle it. Surprisingly. And for Zabalenka, she even was talking about quitting the game. And I'm like, you lose one match and you're quitting the game. Every day you want to be winning. You can't be winning all the time like that. Anyway, so that's that bit on it. But, I mean, we are talking about the World Cup as well. So which two teams are your favorites to win the title? You heard Jimmy Carragher. He says that he is going in for a France-Portugal final. Javier says a Spain... France final, Spain.
Spain final, but I'm not sure of the
opponent.
Okay.
All right. I'm looking for a Ghana-Brazil final.
What?
Oh. You heard me. I said Ghana-Brazil final. Which one?
Which Ghana are you talking about?
But which Ghana do you know?
I don't know if there's any.
Mr. Osemempa, good morning to you. I guess you are doing very, very well, big man. Okay, so Portugal is playing Chile today at Lisbon, 5:45 p.m. Thank you very much for that information, Mr. Osemempa. So Portugal will be playing their first friendly against Chile later today at 5:45 p.m. All right. Javier, what were you saying? You said what?
Ghana and Brazil.
Joshua,
final.
Which two teams do you think will be making the final?
It's difficult for me to mention, but I think we'll see Spain in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Ghana Brazil final, Dela.
Yes, but you heard me. I said Ghana Brazil final. Which one is your problem?
Okay.
And you said
Ghana
you
Brazil. I think we're on the same line.
We're on the same line.
So
then it's going
check.
to be Ghana somewhere and the other one.
Let me just check. I
Because
think
as for me, the
line.
Black Stars will go far.
Also, we can. So, chances are if we progress further, we can meet Brazil.
Yeah, on our line, yeah.
Yeah, but show more.
And Ajiegu. Ajiegu, simple.
We will beat them, Masa.
Ajiegu.
Okay, let's just quickly check out the rest of the fixtures for today.
Yeah, so in that's the friendlies, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's just check it out. Okay, so Belgium are playing against Tunisia. Portugal are playing Chile. We have Romania playing against Wales. Hey, these Wales too, they are playing friendly, so meanwhile they didn't qualify. They were eliminated by Bosnia-Herzegovina in the playoff. USA, Germany, that's going to be an interesting one. Switzerland, Australia. We have England, New Zealand, Bolivia, Scotland, and then we have Brazil, Egypt. Brazil is playing Egypt. Then Argentina are playing Honduras. Oh, they will kill them. Anyway, so these are the friendly matches. Very, very interesting. It will be nice watching some of these games. Yeah, so Belgium, Tunisia, Portugal, Chile, Romania, Wales, USA, Germany, Switzerland are playing Australia, England are facing New Zealand, Bolivia are playing Scotland, and then we have Brazil playing against Egypt. But Argentina, Honduras, it will be tomorrow dawn. Yeah, tomorrow dawn. So, yeah, that'll be at midnight. Okay,
but
these are the matches.
I mean, if you look at the World Cup and the fact that some of the matches we played in South America, I mean, the time difference.
Yeah.
Some of the times.
Yeah, the opening match, for instance, I think will be played at is it 11 p.m. Oh no, our first game against Panama will be 11 p.m.
11 p.m.
Yeah, 11. Yeah. Then our game against England is at 8 p.m. And then the one against Croatia is at 9 p.m. Yeah. So those are our times.
11 p.m. Now so start the next day.
Yeah, but you have to watch, won't you? You just stay up and watch because it's going to be interesting anyway. So the first game is Mexico, South Africa. And I mean, this competition is historic because we are going to have 3 opening matches in 3 different countries, 3 different cities. So that's how it's going to go. So you heard that rap put together by Steve Zando. Yeah. So we are going to have the opening match at Mexico. We are going to have another opening match in Canada, in Toronto, and we are going to have another opening match also in the United States of America. So that's how it's going to go. Anyway, 03220 83596 83597. 83570. You can start calling now. Anything at all that you want to talk about on our first half of the discussion, you are okay to go. 03220 83596 83597. Although Javier wants to take me back to last Saturday, I think last Saturday is far gone. Just a check. We are not talking about the World Cup. No, but Javier,
I mean, we come here. Listen. During
the World Cup,
we come here on Saturdays during the course of the week. A lot happens during the course of the week. So we come back the next week to talk about it. The Champions League final was played last Saturday. But we've not had occasion to discuss it. We've not had occasion to talk about it. And I think that the time to do that is now. We have to talk about what happened last week. Last week is so far gone. Just last week. We are talking about just last week. So why don't you want us to discuss the
last week is 7 days away. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you, sir?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Your name and where you calling from, please?
Obuasi.
Okay, all right. Let's hear you, sir.
Don't mind Javier. Last Saturday.
7 days ago.
I made England for the finals.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
They have a very good team, and also world-class manager.
Yeah.
I don't know the other team, but I think England.
Okay. In the final. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's see who's next on the line. 03220 83596 83597. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tala.
Yes, sir. I'm fine, thank you. Nana,
Ghana and Brazil. Is it because of love for your country or you are being realistic?
Masa, me, both realistic and love for my country.
Masa, this team, this is the weakest Black Star team for a World Cup, and you are saying they will reach the final. The group Panama Nana
Ebeshe.
Good morning.
Oh, sorry about that. We lost you. Good morning. Hello, who is speaking, please?
Good morning, Dela.
Yes, sir. Your name, please. Abri. Okay, Abri. Let's hear you.
Yes. For me, even last night I saw a continental derby. I mean, I dreamed of continental derby. So the World Cup, I think there will be a derby in the final.
Where?
And Ghana, you're asking something.
Okay, you said continental derby.
Yes.
Okay, so we could see Brazil, Uruguay, or Brazil, Argentina.
Yes.
Or England, Spain.
Ivory Coast.
Or Ghana, Ivory Coast.
Yes, something like that.
Okay.
It will come to pass.
All right, I hear you. Thank you. Let's see who is next on the line. 03220 83596 83597. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, bro, good morning.
Yeah, Ike, how are you?
I'm good, bro.
Okay. Charlie, let's hear you, bros.
Yeah, I'm going for Portugal, England final.
Okay.
And then for Ghana, I know very well that we are going to qualify from the group stage because of the coach. So in all the World Cup that Ghana has participated, the ones we went with the white coach, we were able to qualify for the group stage. So
okay,
we are going to qualify for the group stage.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Ike. Let's see who is next on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. How are you, please?
Champions of Europe. You never sing that. You never sing that. You can never sing that. We won the Champions League twice. We only bottled it. Arsenal only bottled champions. Well, that's it, by the way.
I thought you are done.
I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm here. Can you please check the temperature of my brother for me?
I'm very fine.
Okay, I hear you. Okay. Oh, but you know what?
Tell me.
You guys didn't discuss something, and I'll talk about it. You know, the Congo has Ebola, and they were supposed to play a friendly match in Spain.
Yes, and it was cancelled.
It was cancelled.
Yeah.
I'm just praying that during the World Cup, they're going to have a smooth sailing tournament without this about Ebola, and then the press, the way they can destabilize the conscience and the mental fortitude of players.
Yes, indeed.
Thing.
Yeah.
I'm just praying to you because they are from Africa. We need to talk about them. So
yeah, sure.
Hoping that the World Cup will just sail through the match, withdraw this behind the middle. And then when it comes to this guy, when he says that they're not going to shake hands with Partey, I just think of making you.
We'll come on that. Don't worry. We'll come on that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Nana.
You never seen that.
Thank you. 03220 83596 83597. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Prof, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Very fine, thank you. Let's hear you, sir.
I wish Spain and Brazil
Prof, your line is very, very faint.
I said I wish Spain and Brazil.
Okay, Spain and Brazil.
Yes, and Brazil today.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, Prof. Adewale. Let's see who is next on the line. Hello, good morning. Hey, Christophe.
How are you, sir?
I'm very fine, thank you. And you?
The Lord is my shepherd. Master, I speak of Master Alarming Services and in Secretary Mr. The focus of phone. And the pay, come on, the move for her or Mutio, baby. I have a junction.
Yeah, Domasi. Yeah.
Hey, me to have it. So you Rupa.
Sure, Master. The way I'm a brain.
My God. Never have it. I salute, sir. I'm saying that Ghana and Morocco meet at the final. You see? You see? What did you do? Why are you laughing?
Oh, nothing. Somebody is exciting me here. Sorry.
I am an African. a Ghanaian for that matter. So I must propagate my source. Yeah, look, that England team now, their limit will be at the quarter final. They'll be like they'll not go past the quarter final. See, at the world stage, everybody can do something. There are some things we are even underrating and underestimating. But inshallah, they will do what Ghana. So I'm looking forward. I'm yearning. I'm anxious to see Ghana and Morocco for the first time.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Christophe. Hello. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, there.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you calling from, please?
This is Ankrata from Dunyan.
Oh, Ankrata. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. Let's hear you, sir.
I am on for Ghana and co-work couple. So they have a finance.
Just say you were
and the Brazil finance.
You have a bo.
I am on for
I just mean chance you cry.
We are going to be I see. And I sure.
And now will be Cobonium be chairman say Obia Bonium be and you know what boy blaster and I'm say Ghana pa. Let me a winning now. Oh. They shock. Mate Angrata say. All right, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you calling from, please?
I'm Francis.
Oh, okay, Francois, let's hear you, bro.
Oh, what's he? Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, you're sorry. You're sorry. Why? Kafra.
So,
you're true.
We can say Black Star and you go find you, but at the end of the city. No difference in the crowd. They cross the boy, but 18 problem. So I can see it. You can't almost ready matters in the air. And you move around to sign it, and seem to know yet. This is a forest, a Black Star, weakest Black Star, and you can't come crew. And Cassadia, who call you more, I am pet.
Maza, which two countries will go to the final? Tell me.
France and Spain.
France and Spain.
Europeans
Okay, all right. Okay, Francis, thank you very much for your call. Let's see who's next. Maybe we'll pick two more calls and then we'll be done. Hello, good morning. Hello,
good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you calling from, please?
I'm Isaac from Kochi.
Okay, let's hear you, Ike.
Okay, so I want to talk about the new Liverpool coach, Dunia Arola.
Yeah, sure.
And there are some coaches who start from the bottom, then they rise to the top. So I think it's a good opportunity for him to showcase what is in him. Maybe he can do better. So let's wait and see what he can do.
Okay, all right.
But I think one of the analysts didn't talk well about him. It's like he doesn't have any belief in him.
Yeah.
Even Mourinho started from the bottom.
Okay, I hear you. All right, thank you. Let's pick the last one for this segment. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Adma.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Very fine, thank you. Let's hear you.
Adma, na dia sa obim wo fom ba o.
Mr. Clement, how my
Ovim wo fom. Ovim wo fom papa.
Ovim ni fom.
Ovim wo fom.
Okay, let's hear you, Adama.
You see, Dela, even today, one man say Ghana name, but he doesn't want to understand why.
Just a maintenance, you. What's that?
Don't you how would you why? That's how I've been no because Dela will not fight with you. I will fight with you.
Have you?
Dela, let me talk about the two countries. As for me, I want Portugal because of the love of the Diogo Jota.
Okay.
So I want Portugal to go for the final, and let me pick France.
Okay.
So France and Portugal, and for my coach, my new coach, Arola. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
He can do the job,
I think the reason why they are giving him that 2 years contract.
Okay.
So let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
All right. Adama, thank you very much for your call. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Okay.
You know.
preparations so far, the condition of our players in camp, what some of our ex-players are saying ahead of the start of the World Cup. Our first game is against Panama. That'll be on the 17th of June in Toronto. We are going to talk more about the Black Stars. Look back at the performance in that friendly against Wales, where we think that we fell short, where we think that we need to, as it were, intensify our preparations and make sure that we are in good shape before our first game against Panama. So Javier Clemente is here, still in the studios together with Joshua. Fifi Manfred, wherever you are, good morning to you and congratulations, yes, in advance. Congrats. You have support from Eugene Setutu and Steve Zando. That's how come you guys are not here this morning.
He's joining the table of men.
Yeah, he's joining the table of men. Yes, indeed. He's becoming a man.
Yeah,
he's becoming a man.
He's joining the table of men.
Yeah, okay. So, Fifi, we will come support you, eh? Was it an exercise worth it?
Sure. I mean, for me, 100% worth it. And watching that game, I was impressed because I've seen the Black Stars play under Otuado, completely out of sorts, no organization, nothing. You don't get your substitutions when you felt that a substitution should be made. Some players are taken to friendly games, invited to come and play in friendly games so that we can see them, we can watch them, but we don't even get to see them. We don't even get to watch them. You get it? So, I mean, some of these friendlies that we played for me was completely useless in the sense that we spent money to invite some players. The players come. We must have the opportunity to watch the players. We have to watch them play so that we can assess them. But some of them come and they don't even get to play. And those that got the opportunity to play played at some time of the game that you can't make real assessment of their output. But in the game against Wales, I saw a lot of fire in the Black Stars. Something which was completely gone under Otuado. I saw the will to do something for the cause of the Black Stars. The players' attitude on the field, their commitment on the field, the way they were running, the way they were chasing the ball, the way they were tackling, the way they were passing. Everything for me in that game was completely different, especially in the second half.
Yeah.
For me, my takeaway is the second half. When Nyama and those guys came on, I mean, there was a complete change, and I was very happy to see this Black Stars team, which has played below par for so many months or maybe years, perform the way they performed against Wales. Of course, we couldn't beat them. We drew the game all right, but at least we could see that there were some positives from that game, and that for me, that's my takeaway, because we have a coach now who clearly knows what he's doing. Carlos Queiroz clearly knows what he's doing, and it's unfortunate that's what I've talked about several times on this platform, that sometimes we are so late to make changes that will inure to our benefit. So we are trapped in this. Oh, let's give him time, and by the time we realize, it's rather too late. If we had taken the decision earlier and had appointed somebody who has that pedigree, like Carlos Queiroz and the other managers that are being bandied around, then we are not only going to look at this World Cup, but we are going to look beyond the World Cup. And that's what I've said all the time, that the World Cup fine because we made a lot of mistakes when it comes to appointing coaches. And we stayed for me, too long with Otuado. So, stopgap. I mean, come and help us through the World Cup. Then, post the World Cup, we'll see what we can do. But for me, if we had gotten a manager with that pedigree, take us through qualifiers, take us to the World Cup, I'm sure things would have been different. But what I saw of the Black Stars the last time against Wales, for me was so impressive. For me, it was so impressive because the players we have quality in certain areas of our field. Of course, the midfield party for me was not there because of maybe his issues that he's having or the issues that he's having. And Jordan Ayew up front for me is also a pale shadow of himself. I mean, Jordan is grown now, and his pace has deserted him. I mean, you hit the ball inside and he can't even run and pick the ball and things like that. So those two areas are the areas that we have to look at. But defensively, I think the guys were good. JT and the other guys who played in defense were very good, and we also had the opportunity of having Bernard Asare also come on.
Benjamin Asare.
Benjamin Asare also come on to replace Atiase. And it was also an exposure for him. Then up front for me, Brendan Asare, Brendan Asante, Yirenchi, Nyama, and all those guys who played up front. For me, they were solid. Anytime Nyama had the ball, you could see that something was going to happen.
Yeah.
Anytime Nyama had the ball, you could see that something was going to happen. The way he cuts in, he was so impressive on the day. And I mean, let's give the boys some credit. At least we've talked about the negatives for a very long time. And for me, in the Wales game, they give us some positives that we can also rely on.
After the game against Wales, I was just dreading the fact that by the time Ghana exits the World Cup and we come back home, one of the things that will be on the lips of many Ghanaians is that why didn't we sack Otuado early and bring in Carlos Queiroz?
No, but you see, Joshua, anybody who has listened to me knows my stand on Otuado. And sometimes people listen to you and they think you are being personal. You hate him. Nobody hates anybody. But let's go back and see all the times that I've talked about coaches. Anytime they are about to be appointed or anytime they are appointed, and I've said a lot of things about them that this coach will not help us. This coach, it has come to what I said.
Yeah,
it has come to what I've been saying all the time. Nobody hates anybody. I'm a Ghanaian. You get it? I'm a Ghanaian. Maybe I'm more passionate than those who think that the coach must say.
Yeah.
But Otuado for me, right from the outset, was not cut for the job. And we've made, you see, sometimes I get very passionate about some of this because it is something that we have done consistently when it comes to appointing coaches. We have done it consistently when it comes to appointing coaches. And some of the very people who appoint these coaches have also been around for a very long time to know that this direction we are going will not help us. But they keep quiet until it gets to the last stage where we are all almost dead. Then all of a sudden, somebody they wake up from their slumber and it's okay. So let's make this change. After this World Cup, mark it anywhere. We come back and repeat the same mistake again when it comes to appointing a coach to replace Carlos Queiroz. Yeah, we come back and make the same mistake again.
Okay, so at least you saw an improvement of the Black Stars.
Clearly.
Okay.
I mean, it was so evident.
All right.
So evident in the way the boys played.
Okay. Now we've been having a chat with Coach Augustine Sifa on the Black Stars, especially in that game against that was Wales, and what he makes of our preparation so far. Let's take a listen to him. We'll be back.
Well, I must say that we were unfortunate. I mean, couldn't have gotten Carlos Queiroz on time, and you and I know that our friendly against the Mexicans wasn't the actual Black Star players that went to play. So Carlos Queiroz just had 10 days training session with the players before playing the Wales national team. So you realize that even Antoine Semenyo, who reported a bit late, was not part of the team. You have Augustin Wachi, who also couldn't play. So at the end of the day, I think that the exercise or the preparation has not been good. And of course, I mean, the response from the players in the game against the Wales has given the Ghanaians a bit of hope, especially in the second half changes and the kind of game the players gave us. In as much that we couldn't win, the Wales national team had the equalizer. I think that it was a positive, more of the positive signs than the negative that we saw in the game. And I'm sure that Carlos Queiroz probably will have another opportunity of playing a friendly that is not confirmed. One friendly before we play our first game against Panama. But I think that the training session has also been good. And so I think that it is all good for the Black Stars.
Okay. Now, speaking of that game against Wales, did the team give any indication of what to expect from them at the World Cup tournament?
Yes, of course. I mean, every team that is going for the Mundial always want to go past beyond the group stage. And I think that before the Wales game, most Ghanaians were not okay with the call-ups. Some of them were not okay because we don't have a team. But after the friendly against Wales, most Ghanaians are talking about Ghana doing better, Ghana going beyond the group stage, probably getting the first win over Panama. And though Panama has played 2 friendlies, they've scored 6 goals. Though they've conceded 8, they've scored 6 goals.
Yeah.
So that should tell you that they can score. Being as much that they concede, they can score. So for Black Star to play 1-1 with Wolves, our last friendly match, we've not won any. And I think that it has been positive for more Ghanaians to see the Black Stars played the Wolves national team. So for me, I think that there's hope. And listening to the players, I think that they are coming in with some new vibes. Ernest Newman, nobody expected him to play the way he played. And personally, I never even saw him, a player coming out from ACL injury and has played only 35 minutes. He gave us a very good game.
Okay.
Caleb was assigned his role that he's used to play in his club. That is in Nordjylland. That is a central midfield role. We also saw how he did. Christopher Bambos, who came on. And for me, I think that we have some positives in terms of transition. Our defense this time, everybody's praising Jerome Opoku and then Ajete because they were tactically disciplined.
Okay.
And after the game, you heard the coach. I mean, Carlos Queiroz was talking about how his defense stood resolute, how his defense were able to organize very well, in as much as we consider a late goal. So for me, I think that it has been good. But I'm sure with the next 10 days or so, he will be able to probably work on the lapses, the weaknesses, and of course, add up to the positives. And if probably Antoine Semenyo gets the opportunity of playing in our first game, we should be able to probably have a strong squad, especially in attack, so that we will be able to at least outcome Panama.
All right, so that's Augustine Sifat there for you. That's just the first part. Or you want to?
No, but he said it's as if I've listened to this interview.
He said the same thing. He had it with Steve Zando late yesterday.
It's as if I've listened. He said basically the same thing that I said. You see,
and he made mention of something that Caleb Brinch was used at his natural position in the midfield, and you saw this guy play number 2, join under, how do you call him? Otuado. When you had invited
his name now.
I just remembered when you had invited someone like Martin Senaya, Marvin Senaya to come and take that position, and you didn't even have confidence in the boy you invited. Kept him on the bench, and then you were improvising. Why?
That's a hallmark of somebody who is not good now.
Hey,
I mean, what again do you want? What evidence again? What evidence do you want? Wasankasa. You can't say Wasankasa, ma Otuado no Wasankasa. I mean, you see, just like Coach said, just some few days. 10 days?
10 days.
10 days. And see the difference. 10 days. You get it? 10 days and see the difference. We are not saying we are going to the World Cup. For me, I'm not even anticipating that we'll go to this World Cup and win it.
Yeah.
But at least I saw some improvement. And that for me is what I'm talking about. There were clearly a lot of improvement in areas that we have suffered, areas that we have labored under Otuado.
Yeah. But Javi, what do you make of the performance of our skipper, Jordan Ayew?
Jordan, dear Massa. Jordan Pardy. I mean, the guy can run again, oh.
Yeah.
He can't run, oh.
I'm asking this question because, Zando specifically asked Coach Augustine Sifa his thoughts on that. And, there's been quite a number of discussion. And I'm also, on that same line that I think that we should be, is it brave? We should let him know that probably you might not be starting games. You understand? Let the young ones start.
But can we do that?
But why? Who is it?
Maybe Carlos can do it. I'm not very sure because, and you see, the difficulty is that, okay, so we have Brendan Thomas as and the other guy is there who, and this Edu. That's all.
But for me, I think on that day too, he was used out of position.
So for the striker's position, I think that Jordan is there because we don't have any quality, so much quality in that area.
Inaki has been such a disappointment.
So you see, and I don't know which role he's going to play. Antoine Semenyo. I don't know which role
he's going to be on the wings.
I don't know how he's going to play Semenyo.
I think he's much effective on the wings, though.
I don't know how he's going to play Semenyo. So that is when maybe you can make an argument for Jordan. That okay. I mean, if you need an arrowhead, then maybe he's the one who is supposed
to be there.
But clearly,
let's listen to a technical man on this one.
There are differences between clubs, football, and the national team. Antoine Semenyo is the Ghanaian best player in Europe today. What is his performance with the Blasters? Since he had a call up to the Blasters. How has been his performance? Inaki Williams has performed very well, yes, for Bilbao. Though this season he has not had best of performance for his club in Bilbao. What has been his performance with the Blasters? So sometimes when it comes to the national team, I mean, yes, you may one may say yes, the form should be carried from the club side to the national team. But we should understand that when it's a club side, they train regularly, they train daily, they play matches continuously. They've been consistent in their club. So in terms of understanding, telepathy, and everything goes on. In the national team today, in the Blasters, when was the last time you saw Ajite preparing Jerome Kuku?
Yeah.
When was the first time you saw Elisha Owusu pairing Thomas Tepate and Jordan playing in front of them? When did you see Kamaldeen Suleiman on top and then Chris Edukabna on the left side and Ishaku Fatah on the right? This is the first time.
Yeah.
Probably the coach. I mean, we talk of Senanya or that Ghanaian right back.
Yeah, Marvin Senanya.
This is the first time he played. Everybody was happy about his play. So probably from continuing training sessions and probably one game before our final game or our first game against Panama, he should be able to have understanding with his colleagues at the back. And in football, as a defender, you need to know the defensive principle. I mean, when to go, when to carry, communication. You understand your area doers, who goes, who stay. And there are so many things that as a professional player, and I'm sure they are aware of that, Carlos Queiroz only needs to be tactical and tell them what to do and not what to do. Okay. And I'm sure that Ghana will be good.
So should Jordan and you be starting our games?
If I were to be Carlos Queiroz, I would depend on the source of training I have done and the information I have about my opponents and know which players I should start with. If Jordan should start for the Blasters, I don't think it's bad. He's our captain and probably the coach knows what he can give. If Jordan do not start, it's no news.
All right, Joshua.
Yeah, Dela. So I was telling Javier that by the time this tournament is over and we come back, whatever stage we reach, whether round of 16 or round of 32, by the time we come back home, one thing that will be on the lips of many Ghanaians is that why didn't we sack Otoado early and bring in Carlos Queiroz or whoever would have come to take over? Why didn't we do that?
Are we not speaking too much ahead of time? I mean,
no, Dela.
Shouldn't we wait? We've seen glimpses of something good coming.
So if it takes 10 days to achieve this, it tells you that if he had come earlier, would have been at a better position than we are now. Because look at, you see, I've said it a couple of times that tournament football, you don't have much time. In fact, national team football, when you are a manager of a national team, what you don't have is time. So when you are assembling a squad, you need to be as precise as possible. And that precision lies in your abilities, your techniques. Everything we have said over here demonstrates that Otoado was just not it. Because how do you bring Marvin Senaya, who has just completed a nationality switch, and you are preparing for a tournament and you keep him on the bench?
He was afraid. And meanwhile, what he was afraid of is what happened. The scoreline went skyrocketing. 5.
The reason why we are saying all of this about Caleb,
that was what you wanted to avoid. So then he will play those he knows. You see that thing, and then you when you do that, you even kill the confidence of the players that you brought in. The new ones you brought, you kill their confidence. But in that particular game against Wales, one of the major talking points was Baba Rahman. I don't know why we keep on abusing this young man so much.
Do we abuse him?
Oh yes, after the match, there was too much abuse on social media. And everybody was Baba Rahman and Wasan, Debbie, Javier, I'm talking about what I read on social media. Probably didn't read. Some of them for me were getting too personal.
Okay.
You get, and I think that we should you see, and I'm asking, yes, he did a mistake. Probably he didn't track the boy very early enough, making the guy have the opportunity to cross the ball. But what about the central defenders who were also in the 18 box when the ball was crossed?
If the boy had not crossed the ball, there wouldn't have been any problem.
So what is their role standing there?
But why did he allow the boy to cross the ball?
Coach Augustin Sefa has been speaking on Baba Rahman and our goalkeeping department. Hey, should it be Atizigi or Azare?
Atizigi any day. Yeah.
His reflexes are not bad though, Charlie.
Atizigi any day.
He did some nice saves.
Baba Rahman is an experienced player. When Baba Rahman played Blasters, nobody spoke about Keto Kweku because Keto Kweku were nowhere to be found in Ghana football. Although he was doing Dreams FC, Baba Rahman was invited by Kwesi Appiah His first game was against Togo in Lomé. I was there. And we checked how Baba Rahman handled Adebayo. He played for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, a player who has never played in Europe before, but he made his name with Augsburg in Germany before Mourinho came to take Chelsea. So he is a good player. It was Blaster that an AFCON that he got injured, if you can remember. Because if had not been God, Baba Rahman would not be playing football today. So we should be happy for the young man. Yes, at the point, Baba asked for stadium against Central African Republic. You know how the fans treated Baba Rahman. He's human. At the point that Samajan said he's not playing for the Blasters, he and Bafoja, you could remember.
Yeah.
The day you once said that he's not playing for the Blasters, they have to have the intervention of the first man of the land before they change their mind. So if they are angry, Baba Rahman is not exceptional. So if Baba Rahman has said at the point that he's not playing, and today Carlos Perez has been able to convince him to come and play, what is the big news about this? I heard a lot of people talking about he made a mistake for Blaster to concede against Cardiff. What about the two centre backs who were in the penalty area when the cross came in? Somebody should mention one player that he has not been beaten on the football field before. So please, we should be fair to this young man. Some people, for people in Germany, at that time, if you pick 5 central defenders in the world, he's one of them. He made a huge mistake against Italy for Yaquinta to score against Ghana. Did you kill him? Did you put him on the chopping block? You shouldn't do that just because he played for Dreams FC and Keto, but he also played for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Yes, I'm not saying that you shouldn't criticize any player who probably make a mistakes in the team, but we shouldn't take it too far. I need to support the Blasters, and that is why I'm calling all Ghanaians to put everything behind them and rally behind the Blasters. So I was happy when I saw the videos from Virginia when the Blasters touched down at their hotel. See the number of Ghanaians that went there too. That is what Ghanaians need to do to support the Blasters. It's not easy, but I believe that with unity and support, the Blasters will make us proud.
Coach, lastly, Lawrence Atiase Benjamin aside, who should be our number one?
I am not the goalkeeper's trainer, and you and I know that Atiase at the last World Cup, he was not bad in our goal post. He did very well.
Yeah.
Benjamin Asare has come in. He was good in terms of our qualifiers, but they both have their lapses. Benjamin Asare, when the crosses are from the flanks, decision making sometimes is worrying. Atiase has the character when he's imposed for a tournament. So any of these two, when they get the nod to start, I'll stand behind such a player. I'll support him, and I'll just pray that he does very well in terms of communication, controlling the back line. So Atiase or Annan or Benjamin Asare, anyone that gets the nod, we should be proud of that person and let's support the person.
See, when people start talking like that, I get worried.
Why?
Because you see, in this country,
yes,
we have to do a certain principled line.
Okay.
I remember some years ago, we had issues with Salisu. Remember?
Yeah.
Salisu didn't want to play for the Black Stars.
Yeah.
But we went to Salisu, virtually begged him. Remember what Alaji Gruta said about Salisu the other time? Or saying, "Ubanimi and Kabeka member bomb Black Stars." I mean, nothing can be more insulting than that. As a Black Stars, Ubanimi and Kabeka member bomb Black Stars. Then we also had issues with Nyaki Williams, who is playing now.
Yeah.
You get it? His blood is
his cultural orientation.
So they should give those who are more Ghanaian the opportunity to play for the Black Stars. We have situations where players have rejected us, and they've not only rejected us, but they've said some very insulting things about our team before even rejecting us. But we found courage after some time to go back, like you do to your children. I mean, they can be very insulting, they can be so insolent, but they are your children. You have to find way to talk to them to get them back, because whether we like it or not, these guys are Ghanaians. But Baraman, the last time I checked, Coach said against Central African Republic here, that was the last match that he played for the Black Stars. That was that's how many years ago? It's about 3 years, getting to about 4 years, all right? If my memory, about 3 years. About 3 years.
Yes, 2023.
Yes. And we've tried on several occasions for him to come, but the young man has just refused to come and play for us. Just like Salisu, just like Nyaki, just like all the other players that you can talk about.
But just that, like the other two, they had never played for Ghana before. But he had come before, and because of a mistake, he was, social media. You see, the abuse. Sometimes it hits them. They are human.
So why?
So you take a break.
So why has he come back?
He took a break, and he feels that Charlie psychologically now he's ready to come and play, and we also feel that we need him. So we say, okay, then come and play for your country.
Do we need Baba Rahman? Do we really need Baba Rahman?
That's a question for the gods.
Do we really need him? I mean, I'm just throwing this question out there.
The truth is that we could have done without him.
I'm just throwing this question out there. Do we really need him?
But his statistics also show that on that position, he's the best.
Yes,
we checked that stats the last time.
The reason why I'm saying
the three people there, he was better than all the three.
That is per statistics. But what I'm saying is that the question that Javier is asking is a question
then we don't need any player.
No, I'm saying that the question that Javier asked, I'm answering that question by saying that we did not necessarily need him. If indeed we wanted to send 2 left backs to the tournament, we would have gotten that in Derek Cohn and Gideon Mensah.
Yes, but if we put the two together, his statistics are better than them.
No, but on that day,
we all checked it here.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying that. To answer his question, I would say we did not necessarily
need
him.
Rahman. If those two were ahead of him, I would say we didn't need him. But if he's ahead of those two by the statistics, I would say we need him.
The reason why we would have needed him, let me just say this quickly.
I mean, the statistics are there. I can go and bring it right now.
Where?
We'll look at it. I have it here.
Then there's no Ghanaian player.
But I just want to just
statistics. He plays in Greece.
Okay, so you are talking about his statistics for
the season
for his club side.
For the season, yeah.
Okay, so
for the season, yeah.
Fine, granted. Then
ahead of Kuhn and ahead of Gideon Mensah.
Did you listen to what Coach Sifa said about Antoine Semenyo and
yes.
You listened to them?
Yes, he said at club level they are doing well, but when they come to the national team, they might not be better.
So that's the point.
So Baba Rahman, in his whole entire career, he made one mistake in a Black Star match, one, and so we say that what?
No, you see,
so one mistake in Black Star.
Against
Central
African Republic. Here,
no.
Before that, he had played for the Black Stars
for a very long time.
Times.
He had done so well.
Very well.
And I'm saying that.
So why do you use one match to abuse a player to the extent that
can I finish?
He hates his family. Somewhere even insulting his family.
Can I finish?
He takes a break. He's back.
Can I finish?
What's our problem?
I don't have any issue with the mistake that he made and the one mistake or whatever mistake. For me, I don't even want to talk about that mistake. That single mistake.
Okay.
I'm talking about his contribution and his performance for the Blacks. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I've forgotten about that mistake. Okay. I mean, I don't even remember the mistake. I don't even remember it. But the point I'm making is that couldn't we have gotten better players or a better player than him?
Mention the better.
Did you see this cool guy that George just mentioned?
Charlie, let me just go and bring that stat.
No, hold on. I have it here.
This cool guy we are talking about.
No, I just want to have you to finish and I'll come in, then we look at the stats.
Let's draw the stats.
You want to use his club size stats.
But the Kun, what have we seen him at the Black Stars?
Please.
He's played just 2 matches for the Black Stars. Kun, 2. How do we judge him? 2 matches against somebody who has played over 30-something matches.
How many matches has Thomas Carlos Queiroz coached the Blast? How many matches? I'm asking you.
He's played just 1 match, but he's training with the boys more than 1
and what are we saying? No, but you're looking at the number and how many?
This is a coach who's coaching a team.
The guy has been around.
It's not a coach who's coaching one individual player. Derek Kuhn has played for the Blast.
No, but you are talking about 1 match, and I'm saying that 1 match can make a difference. The man has been on the touchline for only 1 match, and we saw the difference. That's the point I'm making. And you want how many matches? How many matches before?
The role of the coach is entirely different from the guys who are playing. Javier, let's not.
You see, if you do that, then if you do that,
let's not change.
Then you are making it look very personal, and I don't want us to look. I don't want us to make it personal, like somebody doesn't like him or whatever.
You are bringing out an example of Derek Kuhn. And I'm saying that the Derek Kuhn guy we are talking about, he's played just 2 times for the Black Stars. What justification is that?
The guy,
let's look at his club.
The guy can play once, he can play half, he can play whatever. If he's good, he's good.
His statistics that no show that he's better
he can play. Well, he doesn't have to play for a whole year.
So bring the statistics.
I have it here.
He's better than Baba Rahman is better than him.
You see what? You are not making me flow. Please.
You flow.
Listen, his performance for his club side, is very good. It's very bad, but it is not his club side that is going to compete at the World Cup. It is the Black Stars that is going to the World Cup. So what is his performance for the Black Stars?
And I'm asking you,
what
is the performance of the Kuhn at the Black Stars that you mentioned? That's my question to you.
For me, the last time I saw him, he was very good.
And for me, the last 2 that I've seen him, I didn't see him to be anything exceptional.
Fine.
Fine. And so by now, we'll base it on the statistics of your club. What have you done during the season? What have you done? So, how many matches have you played?
Yeah.
What has been your tackles? What has been your passes? That is what we are talking about now.
We cannot use statistics at the club side as the only,
yes.
and the emphasis is on only, as the only criteria for selecting somebody from the black flag.
Accepted. But I'm saying that if not only, the next thing will be experience. 2 matches is no experience than somebody who has played 30 something. So that's what I'm saying.
So let me.
Baba has even played more than 50.
Yeah, you see, I appreciated the question that Javier asked, and I was on a certain tangent. To answer that question, I said, and I am saying that we don't necessarily need Baba Rahman. Why? Because we are spoiled for choice in that left back option, in the sense that we have Derek Kuhn, we also have Gideon Mensah over there to select. Except that when you look at the posture of Carlos Queiroz in his selection for this particular World Cup, one thing was very clear. He wanted to make his selection based on the performance of the players he's calling when they wore the Black Stars jersey. And according to reports that I got, one of the very contentious decisions that he had to make, which brought a lot of controversy during the selection process, was the decision not to take Joseph Pinto to the World Cup. When he was queried about that, the answer he gave was that he trusts a number of players better than Joseph Pinto when it comes to the national team colors. So when you make the argument of Joseph Pinto is playing for LA Galaxy, he has good numbers throughout the season, that is not enough a justification for Carlos Queiroz to select him in the Black Stars. So the criteria at this point, it is quite nuanced because the coach himself is using a certain observation to make the call up. So in this particular context, look at Baba Rahman. If the coach says that Baba Rahman is the player I want, he's using a number of things. Maybe the club context can come in, but Baba Rahman, in terms of experience, in terms of what he has offered the Black Stars in the past, Carlos Queiroz may be looking at that and say, no, I want this guy to be there. Maybe he may not start. We don't know what the thinking of Carlos Queiroz is for the player. But the fact that he wants him to be there, and the fact that we don't know what kind of conversation also went into bringing him back. Because if you've stayed away from the team for 3 years, what then has changed? But we don't know what Carlos Queiroz went to tell him for him to come back. So it will be very preemptive for us to think that, okay, this is a Kets player, and so for that reason, that is why. In fact, the reason why we are all thinking that way is because of what Kets has said in the past about call-ups. But we don't know for sure if Carlos Queiroz had a conversation with the guy and said, no, I need you in because I need you to execute a certain job for me.
The guy, according to me, my checks and my information is that even when Otto was there, he came back. But because initially, Otto invited when he rejected, Otto decided that, look, if you've rejected me, I will not allow you to come back. Other than that, he would have appeared about a year ago for the Black Stars.
You see, so that is it. It's all comes down to the Otto problem we are talking about.
But this coach says that, well, I want you because I need you.
Yes.
I need you in my team. So, I mean, I don't see why we are making it look as if we've brought a player who is no good.
But to create a balance, I have the statistics here.
The statistics does not even come anywhere near that of him. And if you want to base it that he has performed for the Black Stars on 2 occasions and because of that, he should play ahead of Baba Rahman, that one, I'll have a problem. Because for me, Baba Rahman is much experienced than
Can we look at the stats?
So you think that Baba Rahman was good at the Barbara Sports Stadium when Ghana played against Central African Republic because of only that mistake that he made on the day?
But why? But before that, he had played for the Black Stars.
No, but having some people have cause complain about his performance of the Black Stars.
It was only that much.
It can't be that much.
That I remember.
It can never. It can never be that single match. It can never be that single match. So people have complained about his performance for the Black Stars even before that game. That was why
some particular people who have been complaining about his performance. Because of a so-called link.
Yeah.
No, let's stop this.
Which link?
Let's stop this.
Who's talking about link?
I have the statistics.
Who's talking about link?
We do only Derek Kuhn and Baba Rahman for me.
Listen.
If it comes close to Baba Rahman,
listen.
Do only that too.
Who's talking about link?
Do only that too.
Has anybody mentioned link here?
They mention it all the time. That's how come.
Who are they?
That's how come Coach Sefa said.
Who are they?
That even before he went to Dreams, he was playing for Asante Kotoko.
Who are they?
Augustin Sefa said it in the interview.
Who are they? Who are those who are linking him to somebody?
We know, but let's not.
I've never linked him to anybody.
Let's look at it.
I've never linked him to anybody.
I'm not talking about you. But you too, So let's move on. Bring me the statistics.
Baba Rahman before the game against Central African Republic had issues with the Black Stars.
The coach has called him.
It is not because of that game.
I
mean, that what he did there was the climax. I mean, people had issues with his performance for the Black Stars.
No, you know, I believe what I actually agree with what Javi
is
we
have issues with his
I remember in 2021, the AFCON in 2021, people had problems with Baba Rahman's performance.
It was his performance.
Yeah.
And then what else? The climax was not happening at the Baba Sports Stadium.
What I remember was that,
performance,
you know, when we exited that tournament in the group stages,
we
had problems with our fullback situation. Baba Rahman at the left, and then that time it was this guy who played for this Andy Yadom. They were very problematic for the Black Stars, and for which reason they were one of the reasons why we exited that tournament early.
Okay.
So I think I can agree with what Javier is saying.
It can be that. That's the game. I mean,
but the man is coming now, and he's looking at current form, and he says we shouldn't look at current form.
No, so
let's look at the numbers. Black Star performance.
So should we look at the numbers?
Fine, look at just the two. Give me those statistics.
Yeah, so we don't have much time, so quickly. So in terms of matches this season, right? Derek Cohn had played 29 for Union Berlin. Baba Rahman had played 47 for PAOK, right? In terms of goals, Derek Cohn has 1, Baba Rahman 3. Then we have assists, Derek Cohn 3, Baba Rahman 3. Key passes, Derek Cohn 25, Baba Rahman 20. Clean sheets, this is a collective team effort, but clean sheets, Derek Cohn 6, Baba Rahman 20, right? Tackles, Derek Cohn 34, Baba Rahman 54. Then we have interceptions, Derek Cohn 8, Baba Rahman 43. So interceptions, very key. Then clearances, Derek Cohn 41, Baba Rahman 93. Then the last one is shots blocked, Derek Cohn 5, Baba Rahman 10.
All right. Now let's go on Thomas Partey and issues surrounding his handshake and all the other issues here. Yeah.
So he must be invited to play for the Black Stars.
So Kun should be invited to play for the Black Stars. If because of this you say Kun should be playing, then me too, I don't get it, because for even Kun, he's playing for the Black Stars just 2 times. Two.
Why
do we want to base on your statistics for your club?
But when we talk about current form, you say no. When we talk about experience, you say no. So right now, how do I base it? All because you think that he plays on 1 or 2 matches, he didn't do well.
Current form for which team?
I said current form for PAOK.
But we are talking about the Black Stars. We are not talking about PAOK.
It is the club.
We are talking about his performance.
Are you saying that
performance when he plays for the Black Stars?
So are we saying that in inviting players, we don't look at their current performance?
We look at it, but when they come and they don't do well, we don't invite them again. That is why we are talking about Inaki Williams. That is why we are talking about Inaki Williams.
Why are we inviting him?
For Bilbao, because we don't have any option.
Why are we inviting him?
Because for Bilbao, he's very good. But when he comes to play for the Black Stars, he labors.
Why are we still inviting him? Then we shouldn't invite Semenyo. How many goals has this gone for?
So you can be Maradona in your club, or when you come to play for the Black Stars and you don't
invite you.
We still have to invite you. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe you will not start, but you have to be invited.
Because you score 1,000 goals for your club side, you come here and you can't even kick the ball, so we have to invite you.
But is it not club level that will cut the invitation?
But so when they come and they don't do well, we don't invite them again. That's the point I'm making.
If they still go and perform at their club, they'll still be invited. How can you get
invited for them to come and do what?
In Europe or in England, they say that when it comes to the English national team, he doesn't score, so you can't invite him. Based on what?
But the Hurricane.
Why are we still inviting Inaki? Why?
Listen,
he scored just 2 goals for the Black Stars ever since he started playing. But today, as we speak, he's going to the World Cup. Why?
So who has scored? Which of our strikers has scored more goals than Inaki Williams? Which of our strikers has scored more goals than Inaki Williams?
But Jordan is our leading.
Jordan for his club side was a bench warmer for his club side.
Are you talking about club side? His 2 goals I'm talking about is at the Black Stars, though. That's what I'm saying. That all his invitations that he's had, he scored just 2. We are still inviting him. Why?
Because we don't have any option. Do you have any player other than Inaki that you want us to invite?
Plenty.
Mention them.
Who?
No, mention who?
When we do that,
who?
You cannot tell me that you cannot use a season in a club to invite a player. Then on what basis do you invite a player?
Or
because he's warming the bench, and then you say when it comes to the Black Stars, he plays what they invite him.
There's Sanakan saying, say, one more fed Obeko. But we suban do beba.
Okay, well.
One more feno, our club side no edo beba. But we suban na better than do a hano. And
Ghana is not showing that. Say no kwa de ankaina can you say inviting him? That's what I'm saying. Oba in now over 20 something match 2 goals that he has scored, but we are still inviting him. Okay, so let's talk about Thomas Partey briefly before we go on the lines. Yes, because I know that by now people are want to call.
Yeah, they are warming up. the heat will come on the phone.
They want to call. Okay, so Javier, let's do the quick one on Partey. All right.
So the Partey, and we all know Partey of Arsenal and Partey of Villarreal. The difference is huge. He doesn't even have more playing time with his club. But I'm sure the Black Stars technical team, the psychologists are working on him. He himself is a strong guy. Yes, whether they will booing him at Cardiff or not, that is typical English people for you. Even with their own. Messi Greenwood, the likes of John Terry, it has happened to them and they boo them. So I think Partey should be strong enough to understand these situations and then probably kill it for Ghana, especially when we are able to do away with Panama and then we play against the Three Lions of England.
Okay, but then the man who started all this conversation, Simon Jordan, just a quick one on him.
The Ghana midfielder Thomas Partey was booed by Wales supporters during that match at the Cardiff City Stadium. Partey is set to stand trial in the UK on rape and sexual assault charges. He was charged last year with 5 counts of rape and 1 of sexual assault, and then charged with 2 new counts of rape in February this year, and he has pleaded not guilty. Ghana manager Carlos Queiroz defended the decision to include Thomas Partey. He says, as far as I know, in England, in Portugal, whatever, we're living in this world until the court makes a decision that the presumption of innocence is on the side of all court cases. Queiroz said, but today, and this is not only about Thomas, very unfortunately, the way the social media and the media sometimes act with full and total impunity, we are condemned even before we have the opportunity to defend. This is not for me or you to make a judgment about. So, Simon, I think if I remember rightly, Partey came off at half-time. In more general terms, if a player is charged with a crime, should that forfeit their opportunity to play football?
I mean, it depends what the crime is. I mean, in an instance of a very significant crime like this, then the balance of probability, because it's a public domain environment, and he's right, by the way, the manager, the presumption there's a big difference between being charged and being found guilty. We've seen that with Benjamin Mendy. Now, however that case collapsed or however he wasn't found guilty is kind of irrelevant. This position was taken by the football club to take him out full stop, literally, the moment he was charged. It's all about barriers to entry. We should live in a world where the presumption of innocence is still something that has to be detailed first, not the presumption of guilt, and get the balance right. Now, obviously, in situations surrounding very serious allegations about sexual behaviour, it's the balancing act against the victim as well. In the victim in this situation, who has to be believed. So you've got to get the balance right. But as a public domain business, I think the barrier to entry is the moment you're charged. I think it's reasonable for a public domain business to withdraw that person from frontline activity.
All right, he says that it's better to withdraw that person from frontline activity when you have such a significant crime
who's the last guy? Who's the last guy?
It's called Simon Jordan, former owner of Crystal Palace.
And he's speaking nonsense like that.
Oh, have you?
But the guy is speaking nonsense. Can't I say he's speaking nonsense? or is it against the ethics of journalism or whatever? Oh, but please tell me.
You talk.
If it's against the ethics of journalism, tell me.
You go ahead.
The guy is speaking nonsense, and I'm saying he's speaking nonsense. I'm telling you what the fact is.
Okay.
He's speaking nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Yeah, practice Siwahano. You confess for your breach. Do one if you're breaching a bio.
Yeah.
The guy has not been proven guilty. And you mentioned Benjamin Mendy. I mean, what happened to Mendy?
He later sued Man City and he won £11 million.
Yes. So what is the point? Just because somebody has come out to say that he has raped me makes him guilty? Is that what we are saying?
He says this time when it times like this, you rely on what the victim has said.
What the victim has said? It's yet baby say, oh, we're raping me and it means that I'm guilty.
Unfortunately, how they on
No.
Then they will investigate.
No, they have So the right thing to do is that until you pronounce him guilty, you must take him through the due process, and that's what they started doing. That is what they started doing.
So
take him through the due process.
You have no right to sit on.
No, and speak the nonsense that he's speaking.
It's so bad.
And speak the nonsense that he's speaking. Take him through due process.
He's such a controversial guy.
Oh, on the controversy, But
anyway,
so take him through the due process, and that's what they've started. And you see, some of these things are what is weighing the man down.
Yeah. Charlie, That was what Nanajiman said the last time in that interview.
It is weighing down so much.
We don't have enough time. Like, we should play that one back because it says that even the conversations that we are having now, it's not just going to drain the guy, not what the people are talking about. And I think that they are just throwing this thing in for us to be talking about it to destabilize, the guy.
It is weighing him down.
As we are going to play them in that group match.
You see, we talked about Baba Rahman.
We should beat him.
I've seen him, and I've not been impressed with his performance. So I can speak against his performance. That for me, I don't agree with him. I don't need him to play for the Black Stars. But this one, it's something that happened in a room somewhere, or nobody saw it.
It is between two adults. Yeah,
nobody saw it, or nobody has seen it. So it is her words against parties. And all of a sudden, the guy is guilty.
We need to pick some calls. 03220-83596, 83597. Unfortunately, 03220-83596, 83597. You can start calling now. And 03220. Okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dela.
Yes, sir. Your name, please.
BY from Tepa.
Okay, BY, let's hear you. How is Tepa?
Tepa is great.
It's raining here in Kumasi. Let's hear you.
Okay. Dela, people have to talk about the performance for our brother and our player Baba Rahman. I'm saying that people should not take it personal. Though to some of us the team improved on that day, but his performance to me was abysmal. It's also a wake-up call to him. If indeed he meant to play and he still means to pray for Ghana, he must improve upon his game. And Ghana, we must take this as a lesson. That if a coach is not performing, the media is hammering it. They must listen to the media because you guys also have the eye. You have the technical ability to speak about something. Otoado wasn't the coach. Look at this man. How many months now? How many months? But you look at the performance, there was a vast improvement.
Okay.
So we should not waste our money on certain coaches. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Kofi Madu, good morning.
Good morning, Dela.
Yes, sir. Can you lift up your voice for me a bit?
Yes, is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay, yeah.
Very well. I think, first of all, I heard that the former Greater Accra regional minister has been saying that he will prefer watching Nigerian movies and watching.
I have not discussed anything like that here, so I don't know where that is coming from, please.
Very well. That's what I said. So I don't want to believe that is true. If it is true, some person will demonstrate against it. See, let us play Partey from the bench. Because we don't want to create so much unnecessary tension. You see, the English people, they've done it against their own. Don't forget, John Telly, they did it against John Telly. John Telly was charged for some of this. Nobody has said that the person is guilty. No, what they are saying that these are the charges against you. And they don't read some of these, charges, some of these things. They read and the sexual assault against the female and all that. They don't read. So let us allow, and we don't want to create unnecessary tension. So let us play Partey from the bench. Baba Rahman. Let us allow. The coach know what is in Baba Rahman. That is why he has selected him. So, some of these things against Baba Rahman and all that, I think we have to, tread cautiously and allow coach to do his selection. We have trust in the coach. Is that not it? So he is making selection.
Okay.
He's training
All
with
right.
them. So let us allow it.
It's 8 o'clock. Let me pick Nana. Kofi, good morning.
Good morning, Dela. It's Abri one.
Abri, okay. Let's hear Abri.
Yes, I think our star player is confused now. It's not our star player, but it's formerly our star player. I'm talking of the guy they wanted to jail in Britain. So they should take their time for him. They should bench him and let the young boys play this tournament. And we'll prepare a better team for next tournament. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Nana Kwaku.
My brother, Amir.
I beg you. Snappy, eh?
Oh, all these days I was just snappy.
Thank you.
Crystal Palace, the guy, he saw this team because he was just bonkers. After selling the tickets, when Crystal Palace were able to win something from Europe.
Yeah.
That's not but you see, he's just so bonkers. He's just so. Something you can't see it already. You polish it. But what my brother was saying, he's just so true about this team. And when it comes to our player, I believe Thomas Partey should use that thing going on in England as something, an internal motivation to motivate himself that, look, you are saying this about me, and I'm going to teach you a lesson. Play well at the World Cup and play against them just to save them. Because this English people, they think everything about them is good. No wonder they're just not winning anything, just like us now. Thank you very much.
All right, so we can't pick any more calls, but reports we are gathering indicate that we hear that Thomas Partey will be leaving Villarreal as a free agent. Have you?
Yeah, because his manager, Marcelino, remember what his manager said, Marcelino Garcia, what he said about him?
Yeah.
Very dumb. Very dumb. And he made those statements in public about Partey's...
The Villarreal coach, yeah.
Partey's contribution to Villarreal.
It's rather unfortunate things are happening to him this way at this time, but... well, I hope the others will take you from all that. But we hope that, we need to support him. We hope that he comes out of it just like Mendy did. Yeah. And then we all pick our lessons out of that. Anyway, but Charlie, thank you very much for coming. But today, congratulations once again to you, Fifi Manfred Asante Kwache. Yes, today you are becoming a man.
He's joining the table of men.
Yeah, the table of men. Yeah, so we'll be there to support you. Why? No two ways about that. I'll be there with Javier and then Joshua as well. But as for Javier, when we finish everything, we know how we do our things. And so, all right, so we're crossing over to join 99.7 to bring a news file. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Stay out of trouble. And don't do what I wouldn't do. My name is Delali Atiase. Bye-bye. Patty.
Good morning and welcome to Newsfile. This is your most authoritative news analysis platform, and here on Newsfile, as always, we put Ghana first. This morning we are here to cut straight to the bone of 4 distinct crises that expose a deeper systemic rot. The dangerous line where public governance meets public gaslighting. What am I talking about? Look at the aggressive push